This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Dark Souls. In the last episode, we discovered PhyreEngine Shrine had had a few changes. The priest had left, a primordial serpent had told me the plot of the story, or at least what I needed to do, and we found that the Firekeeper had been killed through deception. We must chase after him. But for now, let's follow the primordial serpent's advice and go through Sen's Fortress, which will apparently take us to Anne Orlando and, you know, fantasy, magic, something will happen. So, and we also ran into Siegfried or Sigmire or whatever again. Hey, buddy, how's it going? He's a little bit depressed because he can't get past that rock trap. So, let's try to figure it out, shall we? Oh, I also decided to try out a new weapon for this area. I thought, good chance with since we're going to be mainly dealing with traps. Let's try a different weapon out for a while. So, I'm going to try the Gargoyle Halberd for a bit. Nice, decent bit of rage. It's good for it's a decent weapon for Dex, but it's a good one for sword and board type of fighters because you get kind of the range, but you can still kind of shield, block some things. So anyway, notice up there we got a snake person ahead, so let's get them distracted and see if they'll chase us after us. Oh, it's one of those magic types. Let's see if I can convince them to leave their hidey hole. Sometimes if you run far enough, they'll start trying to follow you. So, oh, it did. Moron. Alright, so let's wait one more time for the rock to go by, and then we'll run. Make sure to at least not be wearing your super heavy armor at this point. I'd suggest medium to light armor. Luckily, there's a door. You can barely see it, but there actually is a door over here, so let's get in there. Now, if you really, really want to, you can try to get past up into there, which I'll might as well go ahead and do it. Wait for the rock to come down one more time. Go! Luckily, since we killed that person, we don't have to worry about the situation around here. Okay. Alright, I don't think that's a... Oops. I didn't think so. Not yet, anyway. Just careful. Handling, playing D&D all my life, you know, you tend to be, Okay, so nothing else... I don't think there's anything else in there. I think the ring is the only thing I really needed for this part, so... Let's see, we got that steel ring. I think, yeah, it's a... we got a new ring. The Ring of Steel Protection. This ring belonged to the Knight King Rendal. It protects his wearer from grants his wearer protection from boosting defense against physical attacks. But the many legends surrounding the Knight King Rendal, one of the more well-known, speaks of his standing down a giant drake and slashing to pieces. Nice. We'll go and equip that. Why not? Really, the only thing we really have to worry about is traps and those snake people, so let's give us a bit more defense against that for now. Alright, wait for the rock to throw and go down. Alright, originally there was a fog door here. However, I had a mess up with my recording. I actually tried to record the episode earlier, and then I lost the footage due to like some weird blackout issue, so I had to re-record, and unfortunately some things don't respawn, like fog walls, so there was a fog wall here, so sorry about that, but you know. So anyway, let's go back in here and be careful of our surroundings. Hello, another trap. And a monster up ahead. Can we take advantage of that? I think we can. Huh! Haha! Oh, well, it didn't kill him, but alright. Well, sometimes I can get all three shots hit him when I play this area. Yeah, I love taking advantage of the traps to hurt the monsters in here, so... But yeah, always be aware in this place. It won't matter as much later on in the game, but this is one of the few areas where you really do have to kind of pay attention, so... Let's see, is it saying more traps? Yep. Alright, there's a couple more up ahead, so... Alright, so... We're getting closer to one of the rolling ball traps here. So there's a couple of things we can do. We can either try to run all the way up, which is kind of dangerous because of, you know, the rock's coming from there. So you'll have to, either you'll have to suffer a hit or just be really crack draw on it. Or fall down here. Now, there's a couple of things waiting for you here as well. See, there's a snake lady there. There's a way to get to it. I have to figure out which which area I need to drop off on. Because if you look up the things here, you see that it's not completely solid, so it should be the very spot I can fall down? I think I can do that, yeah. That should be far enough to where I can drop down and attack the lady. Or maybe the fourth one. Anyway, we take her out that way, so knock her down. I wish I would have killed her, but whatever. Oh, she did die. Okay, good. She must have taken the rest of fall damage, so. Alright, like I said, you could run down here. You just have to be careful, because I don't think there's actually a way to get around that to, like... I think there's, like, a door down there you can get to as well, but this is the easiest way, is going through here. Alright, and if you go through here, this will take you back to a previous area, which you can collect some items you might have missed. We'll do that in a second. I want to continue onward. Find a couple of shortcuts. There was a trap here. Now, also remember this area for later, because, well, let's just say someone will make a reappearance here later. It'll be much later in the game, but, ooh, we get the Black Sorcerer's outfit. Excellent. And Hush, for those who want to sneak around. Hush is basically a spell that allows your footsteps to be quiet, which is good to work in PvP as well, but it's more for AI more than anything. But Black Sorcerer's outfit, a bit of a stronger outfit for mage classes if you want to. And oh, up ahead we see a hello. What's this? We found the contraption. Now we just need to figure out how to manipulate it. I said manipulate. I think... Oh, okay, we can go down there, or we can keep going. Let's keep going, see if I can unlock any more doors. Ooh, hello. Alright. Okay. Let's see what this takes. Oh, okay, this takes us... Now this, if we follow it downward... Now this is one of those interesting things that you can actually access this elevator earlier. Now, if you see up there, there's actually spikes there, so we actually don't want to go up the up way. Like, there's a like I said, you can also see the blood splatter, so there's a couple of ways to figure out. The only problem with this ladder is it doesn't stop when after it hits up there. So it hits up here, so you watch as it goes, stops, goes up, would have crushed me. Then if you want to follow it back down, you have to like jump on it soon, and there's a good chance you might accidentally like drop too far and take too much damage. I don't want to mess with that because I know where that ladder or elevator leads to. So let's ignore that for now. So, but now that we have access to this, we can now see that the ball contraption seems to be set on a specific pattern because it's not attacking us or not following after us. So let's go ahead and manipulate that. So if we go back here. Now, I want to manipulate it for now because this trap can actually be adjusted ever so slightly. It can actually readjust itself if I don't manually adjust it. So I want it to point this way. This is the safest way to move the. Well, actually, okay, it's not the safest way technically. It's oh, there's a snake person down there, so that tells us that there's another treasure we can get to at a later date. But the reason I want to manipulate the ball to go this way is that, remember way back there we saw like a snake just sleeping guarding a wall? I wonder how a heavy boulder would affect anything if used to... Now can these boulders like do like what most boulders do? Can they destroy a wall? Let's find out. First of all, I want to manipulate this so I can get it to basically shoot it this way, so it'll. So I wanted to mess with it anymore. Okay, we're good there. And I don't think there was anything over here, if I remember correctly. Oh, there's an item I missed. Okay, well I'll get that when I go back to Siegfried. I need to go back that way anyway. So, okay. I could probably take the drop, couldn't I? Well, let's see where the this takes me to. I might be able to just drop them here, maybe. Because there was actually an item near Sigmar that I completely forgot to grab. So, okay, well, there we go. And look at that! It made a wall for us. Ah, sorry, sucker. Apparently you were guarding a secret. Now, what's here that we actually need to grab? What the? There's a man in here. Huh. Well, let's let him out. Perhaps he just suffers the same fate as we did in any other location. You know, kind of like how we were locked in the asylum. Probably the same situation. So let's get him out. But first, let's see if we can use the master key to get in there. I'm always afraid I'm gonna fall off here, even though it looks like I should be able to. But you know, just the. It looks like there's something down there. Yeah, that connects the first area of this level. So. Anyway, let's talk to this dude.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
Well, you got a really cool hat, dude. Looks like an old-fashioned wizard's hat, like Gandalf or something like that. Big floppy. I don't know why. That just seems such a goofy attire, but I like it for some reason. But yeah, Logan. I think that sorcerer dude we saved in the Undeadburg, the lower Undeadburg, and I think the Crestfallen Warrior mentioned him too. So yeah, he seems to have a good reputation. Let's let him out. Hey, buddy, you're free to go, and you die. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not playing that type of character.
Thank you. I'm saved, and I'd love to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to PhyreEngine Shrine. Speak with me there, so that I may impart my sorcery.
Alright, we found a new friend, and he'll teach us sorceries. Unfortunately, I'm not playing a sorcery build. But I think he'll sell you sorceries if you have an intelligence of 14, I think? 14 or 16, I'll have to double check, but...
Oh, hello. Don't mind me, go on ahead. I'll be along later. Whoa, I'll be just fine, young one.
If you don't have the intelligence, he says, like... I don't think he says you're too stupid, but that's basically what he says. You're too dumb to learn my sorceries, but, oh well, anyway. I'll eventually, I'll either show you either from another character I've made, or something else to the effect of, like, finding a sorcery. So anyway, we've moved that rock now. Unfortunately, if we like reset and go to like a new bonfire, sometimes it'll reset on us. But anyway, we want to drop down here. Take a small amount of damage, but hey, we get the Shotel. Actually, I think you can buy that from Shiva. Well, that was worthless. Well, if you have two, you know, there you go. Let's show Sigmar that we got past that manipulate the rock thing. See if he has anything to say about that.
Perhaps I could try some rolling. Bah, later.
Well, let's leave him in contemplation. He'll find out eventually that I fixed the trap to let him out. So, but anyway, let's continue on to this place. And I know I mentioned before at the very beginning, there's a place you can drop down and attack some snake people. We'll get there eventually. I kind of want to just explore the rest of this place and get to a good spot before I go back to the beginning. I may not even go back to the beginning till I find a good shortcut, or if I just keep going on and find my way. Well, let's just say I'll be able to come back here easier later on. Yeah, unfortunately, see how you notice how the rock's still back here? It'll reset sometimes, and I don't know how to really stop that. I think it's just if you leave, or either that or maybe a monster manipulates it, something like that. But yeah, unfortunately, let's get down there. Yeah, I'm taking small amounts of damage, but that's fine. Okay, so we want to. Actually, I can go through that drop point over there and grab a couple items. Yeah, let's do that. There's a lot of little secrets and items to this place, so you know. Oh well. Anyway, I can just drop down here. Now, if this looks familiar, yeah, there's like a sneak people up there. I'm trying to remember where there's a couple of items you can grip from dropping. And you see down there, there's a creature down at the bottom. I may have to do like a cut to come back to a certain spot, because I know there's a lot of backtracking here if you're not careful. But yeah, there's an item down there, so you can tell that this place is that place down below is accessible to you later on. I think the reason I want to drop down here is this for the most part. Yeah, the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring. I think that's a ring for sorcerers. I don't think there's a secret around here. So like I said, I do tend to forget, like, whoops. I tend to forget some of the hidden areas. I remember a good deal of them, but there's like one or two that every once in a while I'll just go, is there something here? I forget, you know, but I don't think there was anything here. So anyway, yeah, we wanted to get that Slumbering Ring. Actually, we didn't really need it. It's not for my build, but I'll show you what it does. This ring was strictly worn by surreptitious sorcerer of Vauldemare Dragon School. The ring is engraved with an everlasting dragon in silent slumber and masks all sound emitting from its weaver. So basically, it's the hush spell, but as a ring slot. So kind of depends on, do you want to be stealthy with a ring, or if you want to use the hush spell. So you actually, you know what, this going back around, you know, it's a really good opportunity for me to, yeah, too bad I don't have the, there's a ring that, it's either a ring or a spell that, like, lowers your, actually getting from there's probably the better spot. There's an item over there you can get through a small passageway. That is a slider drop. I was thinking about just going ahead and dropping down here now. The only problem is you have to fight like multiple snake lady sorceresses because of the down there. So it does make this a bit dangerous because you have to fall down, take the fall damage, and then possibly get attacked by like multiple things while you're doing that. Yeah, we don't have that. I know in the second game there's a ring that specifically lowers the damage from falling. But I swear this game had it. I think there's supposed to be 3 snake people here. Yeah. Do I want to mess with that now? There's a good chance I might just accidentally die. Because I could kill them, take the damage, the shooting lightning. Maybe I should swap out my shield. Let's see. Looks like wood is the best conductor for this. Basically, I have to suffer fall damage, being attacked by multiple sides. I don't think I have the range to just arrow them for the most part. Oops! Dang it! No, I didn't want to do that. I hate that. I hate that. And it's my fault, really. There's no one to blame but me. I'm trying to find a good spot to just fall down and just like chop one of these people in half. Well, poop, see? Yeah, and then I get attacked by like 3 things at once, so. Trying to figure out a good way. Maybe I can sneak behind him and backstab him without taking the damage. That might work. Up. Okay, we got this. I should be lucky. Well, I should be good now that I've moved him to 1. We'll just take that damage later. Okay, I can switch back to my regular shield now. I just needed it just in case I took, which I did. I took like 3 spells at once. If you notice, my life just like dropped almost instantly. Oops. Kind of hate that. Well, luckily I have some heals, so. Alright, now this place kind of annoying because, well, because we can't move very far. So we'll have to put the, hopefully I don't get attacked by Deuter while I'm trying to swap out my rings. Okay, unfortunately we've got a couple of problems here. We've got this guy. Remember him, the Titanite demon? Yeah. Yeah, he's here. And we've got one down there, and for good measure, there's a third one down, there's a pathway, if we go a bit further. Now before, this guy could be hurt by lightning, from what we remember correctly, so we want to do that against him. I'll have to be really careful, because like I said, this guy hits like a tank, so hopefully I have a... This guy likes to jump around. Be careful. heal with the... I didn't want to use an Estus Flask, but I just have to accept it. Dang it. Just take it slow and steady. Slow and steady. It's a bit more... This guy's a bit more of a pain in the ass if you're playing a ranged build. Unless you got like a lightning... what's the term? Unless you got a lightning... like a ranged lightning item or something like that. Yeah, here's a couple of the snake people I'd killed before, so... And there's actually a way to get back up here, so... Anyway, I want to try and kill the rest of those Titanites. I don't know, should I show you them off on screen? Because it's really not worth it. Like, it's basically me just fighting them again. So, yeah, basically what... Actually, before I... basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a quick cut from me killing them. Because I don't want to show... It's just going to take a while just killing them. But yeah, there's another dude right here. Oh, there's two, sorry. I forgot there's 4 in this game. And the worst part is that if you get too close to activating them, the other one will start attacking you too. So it's kind of a bitch to deal with. So, God, I really don't like cutting because I feel like it loses the nuance of fighting certain things. You know what, I'll fight the one over here and just kind of show you how to, like, move it out of the way so it doesn't, like, drag in the other one. It'll follow you for a bit, but, yeah, we just have to be careful. We don't... They can throw lightning at us, too. Yeah, just be careful. We don't want that other one to, Unfortunately, since this shield is not 100% physical protection, we have to be... This lightning isn't, for some reason, isn't doing as much damage as the previous one. Up here it comes. Yeah, I told you that if you got too close, it would, he'd start shooting lightning at us. I hope I can pull him far away enough where he doesn't, dang it. This sucks. Now he knows I'm there, so I have to... Oh yeah, and sometimes he can arc his weapon to shoot lightning through the wall. Good. And the fact I wasted gold pine resin on this. I hate that. I really do. I gets lucky and, oh well. Monster lightning thing, because I took too long. I really wish sometimes I can get him to follow me through the passageway there. But unfortunately, he doesn't like me getting up close. Because I don't want this whole... Dang it. Like I said, it's annoying. It really is. Ah, frickin' A. There goes my... Well, okay. So you know what, folks? Like I said, I feel it's unnecessary for me to show that fight. But basically what you want to do is... One of the main ways I do this, I usually try to trick range him into coming down here, and then just kind of go at one at a time, because it's better when you don't have to fight multiple dudes. Basically, the reason you want to kill them is they drop the Titanite shard, and there's a small chance they might drop their spear too. So anyway, I'm gonna cut it to when I've killed all 3 of them. So I might have more souls, I might have less Estus Flask, but yeah, I'll see you all in a minute when I've killed all of them. So see you then. Alright, welcome back, folks. I finally finished off those Titanite demons. That was a bit of a chore, trying to, basically what happened is they beat me up pretty badly. I've got no Estus Flask left, I got no healing left, and, yeah, unfortunately they don't have, like, any secret, like, hidden areas in the general vicinity, but you do get some Demonite shards or whatever for killing them, so, for each one, and you get a bunch of souls, so there's that as well. Also, if you're out of healing, one good thing to use is humanity will also restore most of your life, so consider that. If you've got some extra humanity left, go ahead and use that. But anyway, let's grab a couple of the bodies over here before we leave. Soul and a scythe. Actually a pretty good weapon. Not the best scythe, mind you. It's a pretty good, there is one better weapon of that. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating. I wouldn't say pretty good, but it's a decent weapon for what it is. It's like a halberd type of weapon. There is a better side later on. We'll get that eventually. I could have easily gotten that weapon if I really wanted to get it now, but I thought, I'll get it off screen at a later date. So, or not off screen. What am I talking about? But anyway, I want to show you what this like little hidey hole is over here that we saw earlier. Basically, this is what allows us to basically go back to the beginning of the area. So, climbing up those stairs, not getting killed. It really sucks. Really sucks. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, here we go. Fog wall. You mean an illusionary wall? But anyway, if we get that, we get a proud knight and ta-da! I mean, yeah, I didn't have to read the note. I knew it was there. But anyway, if we drop down here, it takes us back to the entrance, as you see right there. So anyway, I'm gonna go up here. See what that hidden secret shows. Oh, I need to swap out a lot of my weapons. I changed my shield up because I was taking so much damage. I tried to like equip the shield that would make me at least impervious to initial damage, as long as he didn't like jump me. But yeah, trying to get to two of them to attack. But anyway, yeah, we've got a nasty little fella here, so he's actually attackable. He was one of the guards who opened up the gate for us, so he's kind of tough, I would say. Not impossible, but there's a good chance he could actually smack me from in there. One good way to do that is obviously if you're ranged. I believe they're weak to magic, if I remember correctly. But now obviously you don't have to fight him, you can just leave him alone. I'm trying to think the best way to do this. Well, I mean, melee, you just kind of have to suck it up and go in close. But one method is to just range his ass from here. Or magic, like I said, magic is particularly effective against him. You can tell I still use a lot of tactics from my range days because, you know, like I'm just a... I'm so used to not playing melee fighters, and I've played games like Bloodborne and stuff like that, that every time I play, even if I try a different pattern, I always resort to it, because, I mean, frankly, if you can exploit a glitch in this game, you might as well. Now, obviously, if you're in it for the challenge and all that, I can understand just going like, what is it like to just go up toe-to-toe with this dude? Well, I'll show you right before I kill him off. I won't completely kill him off. I'll just show me actually striking the final blow. Yeah, whenever I play Dark Souls, I always use up like a ton of arrows. Like a lot of my excess souls always goes into arrows, because usually I use arrows. I mean, obviously, other than to exploit a glitch in the AI programming, but obviously arrows are better for pulling enemies away and, you know, and distracting them or whatever. I mean, yeah, there's rocks or knives and stuff like that, but that's why I always build my guys to just enough dex to be able to use at least the weakest bow, so that way I can kind of utilize those type of tactics. And I think any build can utilize. Even when I played either faith or dex builds, or even you know, sorcery builds, I always build up a bow to at least a decent amount, one that I can use without wasting too many stats into beefing up the bow in the first place. With the strength build, obviously you're going to use a crossbow for a lot of your range, but unfortunately the crossbows, I mean, there are ways to sort of aim the crossbow. One trick is to use the binoculars to you basically, okay, good. One way is to use the binoculars to kind of aim yourself in a specific direction, and then you anyway, see, like, it's not too hard, but like I said, I'd rather exploit it than just accept it. But alright, he drops a Titanite chunk. Yeah, I know. I mean, technically that was me being a total dickbag, because that guy opened the gate for us, and then what do we reward his effort for? Stabbing him in the legs or shooting him in the face. Well, oh well. perhaps he's finally reached that giant hill in the sky, or whatever you want to call it. So, anyway, I think that's enough of Sen's Fortress for now. So what's going to happen is, before next episode, I'm going to take you back to basically the boulder room. Because, you know, I use all my Estus Flash and heal and try to take out the rest of those Titanite demons. And they're, like I said, even in melee builds, they can be kind of tough. You know, even if you're at in-game levels. Obviously, if you know what to do, it's not easier. But anyway, yeah, in the next episode, we'll continue and most likely finish Sen's Fortress. But yeah, it is a tough place. And like I said, I almost used up all my health. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And don't go hollow now, you hear?